For Matthew Fajelkowicz, a typical drive home on Sunday night turned into anything but when somebody threw a 3-pound rock over the overpass, crashing into his front window. I'm joined now with the man himself, congressional candidate Stuart Mills. It's been a long road. How you feeling today? During the day, the Super 8 in Evelyn looks like your average hotel. But in December, when the sun goes down, the place is transformed into Ahoville. Get out of debt, travel more, and stress less are just a few popular New Year's resolutions for 2015. Well, Dan, the first big snowstorm of the year tends to be one of those events that makes people want to curl up on the couch and just hibernate. Iceman Roger is hoping that the sculpture this year on Barker's Island will be his biggest one yet. It'll stand 90 feet wide and go up into the air 70 feet. So while Finland continues to hope for a big snowstorm to get them through the winter season, there is snow nearby, and we're gonna find it. But about 20 miles up the road in Isabella, they've got a solid 2 feet of snow.
They have Duluth's most handsome police officers that stopped by to visit. Now, this is Ranger and his rider, Officer Peterson. Now, Ranger, this is the first time that you have been to Duluth's East Side and first time for National Night Out. What do you think? Not very enthusiastic.
If you walk down the halls of Moose Lake schools, it's hard to believe that during the 2012 flood, the water line was up to here. Ashland is well known for the beautiful views of Lake Superior, but they're also well known for artesian water coming straight out of the ground. One city councilor thinks that this water tastes so good, he's got the idea to bottle it and sell it.
I have a plate and 4 screws kind of holding that together right now.
A broken clavicle and bruises around his heart and lungs seems pretty minimal when this unexpectedly slams through your windshield.
It was hard to believe that someone would do such a thing, and you know how unlucky it was that it was me.
Matthew's 2013 Ford Taurus looks a lot different now than it did a few days ago.
And the last time I was here, I had a huge hole in front of my face and I was covered in glass.
And as he takes a seat behind the wheel, memories of what recently happened on a Duluth highway came rushing back.
Overwhelming loud bang, and I struggled to get the car pulled over, but I did, and I looked down and there was a huge rock in my lap.
Here it is, the rock that was dropped from an interstate overpass onto Matthew's car.
Thank God we don't get a lot of these calls, but yeah, there's some serious charges for somebody that does do something like this.
Felony charges to be exact, and if they don't get any leads on who tossed the rock, State Patrol investigators will send it to the BCA to try and get some fingerprints off of it.
A few inches further, could have struck him in the head and knocked him unconscious.
The words "what if" are on repeat in Matthew's mind.
What if it was a senior citizen? What if it was a pregnant woman? It may have had a different outcome if it wasn't me.
Sitting in his car today, all he can do is wonder why and be thankful that he's alive.
Any way you look at it, why would you throw a rock at a passing car? I mean, I don't know.
We all need help, no matter if it's small help, big help. We all need help at some point.
Plenty of Northlanders have been dealing with this. How long did it take you to shovel out today?
At least about an hour almost.
And probably this.
That and a backache.
And many have likely said this.
I'm ready for spring. I'm ready for spring.
In a neighborhood where the houses are close.
I live at 725 South Lake Avenue.
740 South Lake Avenue, down here in wonderful Park Point.
And the neighbors are even closer.
Here we are, meeting and loving our neighbors. That's the upside.
It's right here.
We got pounded.
Where a snowblower and a good neighbor saved the day.
Be grateful for who's living by us.
I woke up and I see my car snowed in, my brother's car snowed in. He's like, I got to be to work in 10 minutes.
If it wasn't for Gordy, nobody would be going anywhere.
I got started going down that way, and one neighbor come down and said, hey, can you knock out my driveway? And I'm, sure, man. And a couple of neighbors down here are going, hey, we got the car stuck.
And the reason he does it.
Helping your neighbors is good, and they'll come back and help me when I need it.
Digging out after a storm isn't always enjoyable.
It's beautiful, so I wouldn't want to be anywhere else.
But when you have a neighbor like this guy, you can't help but smile.
I'm thankful to have a neighbor like Gordy come out here and help us out, especially in times like this.
Turtles, truffles, and chocolate covered cherries are the big 3 sellers.
To complete your Valentine's Day package, you couldn't live without the specialty flavored popcorn, Laffy Taffy, fudge, and the traditional heart-shaped box. You shouldn't have.
So girls and women are wanting chocolate from here versus the store-bought candy. It's a special day for them. A lot of people think it's romantic.
This is one of our busiest days of the year, actually. We sell more pizza tonight than most days of the year.
Another big decision to make is where to eat. If you're not really into the fancy schmancy dinners like I am, there's a place in town that will give you a heart-shaped pizza that is sure to be the perfect ending to the perfect day.
It's pretty simple. It's Valentine's, and it is a heart shape.